Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nottingham Forest career mode. This is episode number 35, and the inconsistency trundles back into life the moment I said we were going to try and stop it. Nice, problem solved. Anyway, today is a pretty big episode in a way, because if memory serves me correct, all the games are related to the Premier League, meaning that, you know, this is one of the key times for us to get points on the table, get back in the title hunt, because we are in 5th right now, but we are like 6 or 7 points maybe off the drift of Arsenal. Yeah, I know, Arsenal winning a league, it's shocking. But here we are, we're against Watford, it's at home. You know, this should be easy points for us. I had a look at the thing before we started at this point. We were 19 games unbeaten heading into this game, but had drawn a solid 10-ish. We had drawn a lot of games. So that was kind of the worry, and you're seeing here against Watford, we're unable to execute our chances. It's the lineup that we had to go with due to fitness reasons. You see Sinclair here blitz through and hit it wide. I mean, that was probably our best chance on goal throughout the entire game. This lineup was so awkward having to play. I think we had Wiki up front, and he was absolutely awful. There was one highlight I didn't show where he actually just completely cost Sincraven a goal. He ran in front of him, he didn't get out of the way, and Sincraven tumbled over him. But now, Watford on the attack here, 70th minute, woeful defending going on here, and it's top left corner. I believe it was Isaac Success who knocks it in the back of the net. It's 1-0, and our 19-game unbeaten run may not hit 20. Wouldn't make a difference because we'd probably draw this game. Man, Walter Mazzari, you are looking young these days. But just everything just wasn't working. It was during this game, I think, where I realized that I don't think we were playing with a tactic. No, we were playing long ball football, despite the fact that was set up really in mind for Jurgen Locadia. But since Locadia has been out for so long, the long ball tactic can't work because you need someone tall up front. Luka Jovic is tall, but hopeless. Wayne Rooney is small. So that was a big problem for us. After this game, I went into the team tactics. I sorted everything out. I made sure that left mid and right mid stayed forward when the defense was happening, because I realized they started playing on wing backs really frequently. By the way, we lose to Watford, which was absolutely embarrassing. We had a real chance to move up into 4th there, I thought, but it just wasn't meant to happen. And then following that, you know, following losing at home to Watford, we then have to bounce back from that and try and defeat the league leaders, Arsenal. Look at that kind of lineup they've got there. You can see they haven't made too many purchases, but they've got Janor Black in goals. They had Smolnikov on the right. They've got I think it was a youth player maybe at centre defensive mid. It looks like a strong team, but thankfully, with fitness being sorted out, our team was looking much better. It was a completely fresh starting 11, aside from Marko Grojic in centre mid, and of course Wellenreuther in goals. No, Wellenreuther wasn't even in goals. I played played Lafont for this game because I wanted to try and mix it up and see if Lafont could keep out some goals. But you see here, Grojic early on plays the ball into Wayne Rooney, and Rooney slots it home. 1-0 for the absolute maestro that he's been this season for us, and he pulls the diamond cutter symbol after it, indicating that once this game is over, he's going to walk out of the Emirates and hit every single son of a bitch with a diamond cutter. That is a nice goal by Wayne Rooney. Fair play to Grojic for finding such an easy pass for Rooney to get into. This month here, December and January, is so difficult. We have like 6 or 7 games to play in each month. January, I know that we're currently, I think, just about to hit January at this moment in time, and just absolutely awful time. So many games of fitness is really being tested, and looking at that there, Wayne Rooney just inches away from scoring. It's a wonderful run by Osborne. It's an incredible run as well by Wayne Rooney to get past the defence, just be one-on-one with All Black. He would have beat them, but unfortunately he hit the post and it was denied his second in the first half. Arsenal now, look at this possession play they were showing off here. By the first half, they had over 60% possession over us, but you could see we still got that 1-0 lead. Look at this, it's beautiful passing play by Arsenal. They get through our defence, and unfortunately, Lafont could do nothing there to deny, I think it was Sanchez. No, it was Santi Cazorla, my apologies, from scoring. It was a very, they just took their time, they passed it around, and eventually Santi Cazorla puts it in the net. It's 1-1, the Emirates bursts back into life, and it's really seeming like it's game on right now. The control there by Sanchez to play the ball in. The defence is then just kind of spread out because of it. It's total panic, and there's Cazorla just tapping it in ever so gently past Lafont. He could have done better, but it's such a tight angle. You know, there's very little maybe you can do in a scenario like that. It's just like the goal we scored against All Blacks, so, you know, these things happen. So, we move on. Second half. We're now trying to score towards our fans. That's how we have to remember it. And get ready for an incredible goal. Rooney plays into Villalba. Villalba's passed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's passed 5 players. He's one-on-one. And he puts it in the bottom right-hand corner to put us right back into the lead. And goes to celebrate with the Forest faithful. What a goal by Hector Villalba. Yes, you could argue the defenders did absolutely nothing, but look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players he dribbles past right there, and an All Black just does absolutely nothing practically to stop it. One of, I would say, the best goal Villalba scored for the club, and one of the best goals I've seen this season. Absolutely incredible. But Villalba wasn't done there. 70th minute, he's got Gabriel on him, but he's got time. He whips the ball in with a perfect cross into Paulista, who gets his head onto it for his first goal in a Forest shirt. I know he's only on loan, but still, at least he scored it. For 3-1, and the Emirates is stunned into silence as Nottingham Forest bounce back. Not only just bouncing back from our continuous draws, but bounce back from our loss to Watford by completely walking over the current league leaders. All Black gets a hand to it, but it just flies into the back of the net, and there's absolutely nothing you can do with it. Look at the happiness and the excitement on the face of Papa ProJaked. Absolutely incredible moment for him. Finally, another win, and a huge win when it matters most. This really has an effect now on the league and everything. They'll just continue on from it, but it might not be 3, it might be 4. Wonderful counter-attack. Osborne gets saved, but Rooney keeps the ball alive here. What a game Wayne Rooney had as well. Unfortunately, though, he was tackled in the box, a very strong tackle as well, but we win it back. Baker finds Osborne again, but he hits it the wrong side. Instead of going far post, Osborne tries near post, and it just wasn't meant to happen. You see it here, hits it with his left. I was begging for a far post shot and a beautiful goal for Osborne, but it just wasn't meant to be. The game ended 3-1. Arsene Wenger still in at this point. There you go, Wenger in, still happening. But just a huge win for us. Absolutely incredible win. And then as we can see, taking care of business following that win, terminating the loan of Luka Jovic with 1 goal to his name and a load of awful, awful performances for us. I wanted to try something else, and I realized, I think it's next episode. Well, no, next episode he will be back from fitness, but we won't see Jurgen Locadia for another 2 episodes. So in that time, since Rooney's been playing up front, they needed to play someone else up front. And that's where we went with, I believe you pronounce his name as Enes Unal from Manchester City's. Well, he's loaned in, and speaking of Manchester City, we're playing them now. But Unal's nowhere to be seen. He's not on the bench. He's not playing the attack for them. So, you know, I felt confident about the loan off. I've never used the guy in the game, but every career mode I do, he's always recommended on the Global Transfer Network. So I was interested to try him out. And I'd like to point out, Manchester City have benched Dries Mertens. I would kill for Dries Mertens at the club. Manchester City are so lucky. They get it so easily. But here goes Villalba again. He's trying to continue on with form. It's a save, but it's woeful. Woeful defending by Kolarov. And Hector Villalba gets his 2nd in 2 games and gives us a very, very early lead at home. Just seeing Villalba coming back on form recently. Well, he was never dipped out of form, but this is just the Hector Villalba. This is him at its peak. Makes a nice run there. It's a save by the keeper. I can't remember the keeper's name. I think it's like Rulli or something. But Kolarov had one simple job to clear it, and instead he's kicking the ball basically back into the net even further. It was absolutely woeful there by Kolarov, but we take the lead. We try and make it 2 there. It's a goal line clearance. I think that was Kolarov again. This time amending the mistake he made previously and helping out his team and making sure that it didn't become 2-0. And we move on to the second half. This is Manchester City at their finest. Aguero splits the defence past Lafont, and it's 1-1. Sergio Aguero with an absolute stunner of a goal. It just had to happen, didn't it? Pay attention to the silver here. See that loads of space. I think our Zine was brought out too far. David Ritchie just couldn't get it in front of Aguero in time to stop the goal. Lafont, if you look at it, he should have done way better there. He just did not say, you know, it went through his hands basically, and that was just not good defending at all. Unfortunately, That 3-1 win at the Emirates means nothing, as it is now a 1-1 draw at home. And this was actually a really crucial game as well, considering City were 4 points behind us. A win here would have brought us much closer to Arsenal, and also would have meant that we were pulling away from 6th place Man City. Now, we simmed this game against Southampton, purely because fitness reasons mostly. We had a game like another 4 days after this. I know this was 2 days after the Man City game as well, so that's why the lineup is very, very weak when you're looking at it. But I don't know why we simmed this game thinking about it, because Southampton has been the Achilles heel of this career mode. I don't think we've actually beaten them yet. I know, we beat them in one leg of the EFL Cup, but it meant nothing, because we didn't go through to the semi-finals or whatever it was. That I think that was last season. And we drew with them here, 2-2. So glad to see the form has come right back to us. You know, we suffered the loss. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about that. 3 games unbeaten, 1 win, 2 draws. Thank you very much. It is just blowing my mind how we are so easily able to throw away games all the time and draw them. We are Manchester United at this point. Look at us, we're in 5th as well. We're everything you need to be Manchester United in this career. Chelsea in the relegation zone, all's well and good. We are nowhere near the title hunt. I think this season may be over already. That'll end this episode of Career Mode. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.